Everyone's looking for the young guy. They're looking for McVay. I think take a shot out Todd Bowles, get him a second shot at head coach, and see if you can do it.
I don't think they will. If they don't have Anthony Davis, I'm saying it right now. If Anthony Davis is out for the playoffs, they don't make it out of the first round.
It's crazy. And our kids will know how great Tom Brady is because he's going to be playing.
Yes, it is 15.0%.
That's what the Yankees brought Garrett Cole to do.
He was a 6th-round pick. This is a fairy tale story that's being written in front of our eyes.
People like to call them their JV team, and they just stole one of their better players.
They didn't struggle against the Padres. The Padres didn't really put up a fight in most of the games.
Jerry Jones, hope you're listening.
Hi, I'm Landon Bowe, and you're listening to Outsiders Opinions with Kevin and Austin.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to our MLB Opinions of the Week. And as the season is coming up, it starts tomorrow, Austin, as we have opening day upcoming. We are doing our season predictions for the show. And this has a little twist this year.
Yeah, we're adding just a little bit of change to it, where because these are predictions for the standings, the playoff standings also matter. So 1 through 6, who makes the playoffs and what seed they are, will give us a bonus point, up to 6 bonus points per league, so 12 bonus points total for it. Now, the playoff, we will go through our playoff predictions as well. That does not matter, but the playoff seeding, 1 through 6 in the correct order, you get an extra point. If they go in the spot that you say they're going to go, you will get that extra point. And I do think that is something that I wanted to implement because this is the first time we've done it. We're going to do it in all 4 of our sports, but this is the first one that we've actually started to implement it in. But it makes sense because if you're going to say a team wins the division, well, then you just have to get them in the right place 1 through 3 to get that extra point. And I do think this is an addition I hope to take full advantage of.
Yeah, I know. You're mounting your comeback, but it makes sense because we have a lot of debates about, yes, this team made the playoffs, but they weren't in the right seed, but you still get points for that. So it's just another incentive. And I'm very interested to see how this year goes because I was looking through a lot of it. And I think we can go here. I was thinking about the NL East. I was like, what an amazing division this used to be. And now I'm like, might be a terrible division.
Yeah, I think the top 2 will be very good. I'll go first, and I say I have the Mets winning the division. I think that they... Okay. I think that they take advantage of the additions they've had between Jorge Polanco, Bo Bichette, a lot of these guys. Lindor will be healthy for the start of the season and win the division. I do have the Phillies going second, Braves third, Marlins fourth, Nats fifth. I'll just say it now. I don't think any of those teams in the bottom 3 make the playoffs, but I do think the Braves will be okay, maybe around 500, but I don't think they sniff a playoff spot.
So you and I differ on it. I'm very skeptical of the Mets and how good they'll be because, yes, they've made a lot of signings. Marcus Semion's a great defender. I think he's going to do okay hitting. Of course, they have Juan Soto, but I think there's a lot of moving parts, and I don't know how it works. So I'm skeptical of how it all goes together. So I have the Phillies, who, to me, they still have some strong. They have enough guys, to me, with Bryce Harper, Kyle Schwarber, to be leading it and to win the NL East. I have the Mets at 2, Braves at 3, Marlins at 4, Nationals at 5. So you and I really just disagree on 1 and 2.
Yeah. Which division in the NL do you want to go to next?
We'll just go to the NL Central. I still have the Brewers winning. They have a formula of where they're competitive. And they're always going to have great talent. I think Jackson Chourio is great. They have a lot of young guys. Then you have the Cubs at 2, bringing in Alex Bregman. They did lose Kyle Tucker, but I am interested to see how they do that. Just how they combine. I think Bregman will be huge for them. Pirates at 3, Reds at 4, Cardinals at 5. Reds, I know I had Hunter Green on my top 10 list, and then he's dealing with an injury. And to me, that does hurt how high I think the Reds can be. Pirates, of course, you have Paul Skeens, but you also have, I want to say, Bubba Chandler, which I'm curious to see that dynamic. I was just seeing quotes I didn't see in the context of Bubba Chandler. He was like, well, Skeens didn't really have that much time in the minors, and Skeens is like, just pitch better. I do wonder how this Pirates team is going to do. They also signed Connor Griffin, where they have a lot of young talent coming up.
Yeah, yeah. The Central. You said you had the Cubs at 1.
No, I have the Brewers at 1, Cubs at 2.
Okay, yeah. We're gonna disagree a good bit here because I do think the Brewers fall off a little bit. I have the Cubs at 1. I have the Reds at 2. I think adding Eugenio Suarez and some of the additions they've made, I feel pretty confident in how they're gonna play this year. Then I had the Brewers at 3, Pirates at 4, and Cardinals at 5. I do think the Cardinals are the worst team in this division.
Yeah, I think the Cardinals are pretty bad, and you can see with kind of just the prices where it's an all you can eat for $30. That shows they're trying to get anyone in the stadium, and it's not for the baseball. What you talked about Eugenio Suarez? Does Hunter Green's injury affect kind of your view of Cincinnati?
No, I still think they have a good pitching staff. So I I think that their ceiling may be lower, but I don't know if the Brewers have the same success they had last year. Trading Caleb Durbin really hurt them for me to the Red Sox. I just think they're not going to be the same team as they were last year.
Yeah, I think to me, yes, they traded Durbin. I think they have something to where they know they can bring guys up and they can develop talent and do it that way. So that's why I give them the benefit of the doubt here. So I'm pretty high on them. Now I'll let you talk about the NL West.
Yeah, so the West, I went Dodgers, Giants, Diamondbacks, Padres, Rockies. Yes, I had the Padres at 4. I think this is kind of a year that we see the Padres kind of regress a little bit.
All right. You and I disagree a little bit. A lot of disagreement going on, especially in the NL. I have the Dodgers winning the division, then the Padres second. I think Tatis, Machado, they're still going to do well. Yes, they're not as good as they were, but I think Jackson Merrill as well. I think he bounces back. Yeah, I think he was still good last year, but he's going to be even better this year. So I have them at 2, Giants at 3, Diamondbacks at 4, and then Rockies at 5. I can see the argument for the Diamondbacks being better. I think they're a finicky team. They of course went to the World Series a few years ago and then have struggled to get back to the playoffs. But I'm interested to see how well they do.
Yeah, yeah. I believe in the Giants this year. I know I've said that a couple years before, but I do. I think Devers will have a good season this year. I think he does increase their ceiling.
All right, so I'll let you choose where we go in the AL.
Let's do our playoff seeding first for the conference, and then we'll go over to the others. So I have the Mets getting the 1 seed. I have them
Wow.
dominating, probably winning 100 games. Cubs at 2, Dodgers at 3, Giants 4, Reds 5, Phillies 6.
Okay, this is funny because my 1 is still the Milwaukee Brewers. I think they do it again. Dodgers are my 2 seed. Phillies are my 3 seed. Cubs are my 4 seed. Padres are my 5 seed. And then the Mets are my 6 seed.
Okay.
So you and I both have that second team in the NL East being that 6 seed in the playoffs. So yeah, we'll go into the AL and I'll let you choose which division.
Okay, let's leave the East for last because I think the division will be extremely hotly contested. Let's go with the West. We'll start with your West. I have the Mariners at 1, Rangers at 2, Athletics at 3, Astros at 4, Angels at 5.
All right. So the Rangers to me are a very unique team, and I'm very interested to see how well they do. I'm so excited for their pitching. Kumar Rocker was just named to the 5th starter spot. Jacob Latz, I think, out of the bullpen. I think they'll have a great rotation. Of course, you have DeGrom, Evaldi, Mackenzie Gore. I'm excited for Jack Leiter as well. And then they also signed Jordan Montgomery, and I think that's something to see just how well he does. But I have Mariners winning it, winning the division. Astros at 2, Rangers at 3, Athletics at 4, Angels at 5. The Athletics were very tempting to move up higher because they have a solid hitting lineup. I think they're developing their pitching. They're going to have a lot of guys that do well, but I could see pitching hurting them this year.
Yeah. Where did you have the Rangers?
Rangers are 3 for me.
Okay.
I don't know quite how the hitting is going to do this year.
Yeah. I think DeGrom has another good year, and that can kind of power. I think Wyatt Langford's going to be a big proponent if they do make a playoff push.
Yeah, I'm interested to see kind of how they do. I'm very excited to see how well they play. But now I'll go into the AL Central. I have the Detroit Tigers winning the division, then the Cleveland Guardians, Royals at 3, White Sox at 4, and then Twins at 5.
Okay, we disagree a little bit here. Flopped a couple teams around. I had the Tigers at 1, Royals at 2, Guardians at 3, Twins at 4, and White Sox at 5.
Ooh, okay. I'm interested in I feel like the White Sox are going to be better than the Twins. I think they're going to have some young talent coming up, and the Twins are kind of just in full teardown mode.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the White Sox still have a lot of work to do.
And then the Royals and Guardians is a fun debate because, of course, you have Bobby Witt with the Royals. Guardians, to me, are similar to the Brewers where they can develop a lot of pitching talent, and they're still figuring out hitting and just what talent they want for that. But Tigers, of course, as long as they have Skubal, are going to be competing and most likely winning this division. So I think now we can go to the AL East.
This division took me the longest, I have to admit. I honestly think all 5 teams are decent, bare minimum. Bare minimum. I don't even think the Rays are bad, and I have them at 5. I have the Red Sox at 1, Yankees at 2, Blue Jays at 3, Orioles at 4, Rays at 5. I do think the Orioles are going to be much better this year, though.
Yeah, I think this has the idea of being the best division in baseball. I have the Yankees winning the division, Blue Jays at 2, Red Sox at 3, Orioles at 4, Rays at 5. And it felt weird putting the Rays at 5, but I think because I think they're still going to be a good team. Orioles too, I think they bounce back. Red Sox, I feel there's a little bit of they're relying a lot of the youth in their lineup. Yes, they traded for Sonny Gray, but I think they're still figuring out a lot. So that's where I don't see them doing quite as well as the Blue Jays and the New York Yankees.
Okay, I don't know if the Yankees get one. I'd love it though. I love that test of faith. I'll let you go first though. What does your 1 through 6 look like for the playoffs?
So my 1 is the Seattle Mariners. My 2 is the New York Yankees. Tigers are my 3 seed. Blue Jays at 4. Red Sox at 5. Guardians at 6.
Okay, I'm very interested to see what you think about mine. I had the Tigers at 1, Red Sox at 2, Mariners at 3, Yankees at 4, Blue Jays at 5, Orioles at 6. I have all 4 of the top 4 teams from the AL East making the playoffs.
That I was wondering where you go with that. I am interested in the Seattle Mariners. I know you have one in the division, but I think they have a great year this year. Cal Raleigh, of course, I don't think he repeats what he does, but I think he'll be a solid offensive piece. They have Randy Arozarena. I think they're really a team that's starting to build a solid hitting lineup.
Yeah, I think they're going to be good. Let's go into our playoff predictions. We'll go AL first. So my AL wild card, my 2 matchups here are Mariners Orioles. I have the Mariners winning in 3, and then Yankees Blue Jays. I have the Yankees winning in 2. What does your AL wild card look like?
So the Mariners or Yankees are my 1 and 2, so they have a bye. I have Tigers versus Guardians, and then I have Red Sox versus Blue Jays. I have the Tigers advancing, and then the Red Sox advancing.
It's funny you have 2 divisional matchups in yours. I did not. I got 1 divisional matchup in mine, but it was a given considering that 4 through 6 were all AL East teams. My LDS is the Tigers versus the Yankees. I have the Tigers winning in 6. And the Red Sox versus the Mariners. I have the Mariners winning in 7.
Okay, all right.
Oh, wait. I just realized how dumb I am. The ALDS is in 5. So we'll do Tigers over Yankees in 4 and Mariners over Red Sox in 5. We'll just prorate it down.
All right. I have Tigers defeating the Yankees. I'll say 5 games, and then I have Mariners defeating the Red Sox in 5 games as well.
Okay. Wait, did you have the Tigers beating the Yankees too?
Yeah, I had that too.
So you in the Mariners beating the Red Sox.
Yes, yeah. So I have Mariners versus Tigers in the ALC.
So even though we had different playoff teams, we had the exact same.
That is funny to see how that goes.
Yeah, the exact same LDS. Wow. And then ALCS Tigers versus Mariners for both of us. I had the Tigers winning in 7.
I have the Mariners winning in 6.
Okay.
So yeah, and we don't get points on that, but I do think the Mariners are going to have a really big year, so I could see this happening. Be fun if I got it. Now I think we can go to the NL. I'll let you go with your first 2 matchups.
Yeah, so I have Dodgers Phillies. I have the Dodgers winning in 2, and I have Giants Reds. I have the Giants winning in 3. What does your NL wild card look like?
My NL wild card looks like Phillies versus Mets, and then Cubs versus Padres. I have the Phillies advancing, beating the Mets, and then I have the Padres beating the Cubs.
Okay.
So,
What does your NLDS look like?
So I have the Brewers versus the Phillies. I have the Brewers beating the Phillies, and then I have the Padres facing the Dodgers, and then the Dodgers beating the Padres.
Okay. My NLDS looks like Mets versus Giants. I have the Mets winning in 3. And Cubs versus Dodgers. I have the Dodgers winning in 3. So I do not have either of those series being close. So I have Mets Dodgers in my NLCS. And I have the Dodgers winning in 7, going to back World Series.
I have the Dodgers advancing to the World Series again, beating the Brewers. I'll say 5 games, which makes a World Series matchup for me between the Mariners and Dodgers.
And I have Dodgers Tigers. I have the Dodgers winning in 6, the dreaded three-peat for the villains of the league.
So I have the Mariners being victorious over the villains. I think they would have enough star power to where it could be fun, and they beat the Dodgers in 7 games. So I have the Mariners winning the World Series, their first one ever.
Wow. Okay. Very interesting years for both of us. I'm kind of hoping I'm wrong because I don't want the Dodgers to win. I'd honestly rather any other team. Nope, that's false. I'd rather them. Oh, would I
Red
rather
Sox
the
or
Red Sox?
Dodgers? Who would you want?
That's tough. I'd rather the Dodgers than the Astros. I think the Astros will always be my most hated team in baseball. Red Sox is close. I think I'd. Oh man, would I rather the Red Sox win versus Dodgers? I don't know. I really don't know. As long as it's not the Astros, Red Sox, or Dodgers, though, I really could not be mad. I mean, the Blue Jays won, even though they're a division rival. Same thing with Rays or Orioles. I'll live with it. Any team in the NL other than the Dodgers, I don't really mind. Astros, I would hate it. I don't care who's on their team. The Dodgers make it. I hate the Dodgers too because of what's happened, and obviously they beat the Yankees, and then the Red Sox are the Red Sox. I think I'd still rather the Dodgers win. I think I'd rather the Dodgers win.
That is funny to hear about it. It is a fun debate. I wouldn't want the Astros to win over the Dodgers, but that's pretty few other teams I would like. So to beat the Dodgers, and I'd like an underdog story. So we will keep you updated for this season. I'm very excited for it to get going. We appreciate you listening to Outsiders Opinions.